I end up in my life. I'm here for my Aunt Cherry's funeral. So she is I want to say she's the third child, yes, of my grandmother, Sadie Williamson. And so, yeah, I'm out here in Long Island, and I am now trying to find the place I have to go to. Now it's the walk, right? I have to say, so far the directions are pretty cool. You know, you put it into Google Maps, and was in downtown Manhattan, jumped on the subway to the Long Island Railroad, and jumped on the Long Island Railroad to Rockville Center here in Long Island, I guess. And I'm now took the bus to this little location, which is I think it's Woodfield, and if you can read that, because of the goddamn sun over there, so no, wish it was somewhere else, but it's, here we go, Canandaigua Avenue. I want to believe that's indigenous, or as the Americans say, native. Yeah, Canandaigua Avenue and Woodfield Road. Woodfield Road. So that's where we are, and so, you know, it's like being in Ajax or Whitby or somewhere. And so now to find my way, so I think I'm looking at my little Google Maps here, still rely on it to carry me the way through. Alright, so now I think we walk down Canandaigua. I hope the map will show me so, because Lord God, we're walking down this little road. You know, it's funny, I was on that trip thinking, it needs to have documented coming through, but it would have taken up so much film and battery. And really and truly, what I really want to do today is focus on documenting some of the funeral rites for my mother, who couldn't make this trip and who sees me as her agent, even though I'm really here on my own, right, to celebrate my aunt's life. Now this little dot is moving really slowly, which tells me, oh, look at how cute this is. Huh? Yeah. A little bit of the American dream, I have to say. You know, you look at some homes that are just, and some which are just so pristine and manicured and taken care of. Yes, the arrows, the dot is moving so slowly, which tells me that it's a long walk. I feel like Jill Scott, but we're not going to the park. Oh my goodness. It's cute. You know, I mean, really and truly, when you look at these houses, do you need more than this? Unless you have big family gatherings. I was very struck by looking at the seasonal gatherings with families, and when people have larger homes, oh yes, you can see that's conducive to big gatherings. But this is why I know I love the little condos that have the party rooms, right? So really and truly, do we all need these individual big spaces? But I guess the party room situation becomes a situation. I wonder what happens when it's a holiday season and you have to get gatherings together. People probably have to book ahead, and there are probably battle royales. So anyway, I guess 6 or 1, half a dozen idea. At the end of the day, the thing will lead less than where we consume. Now, where may I go? I want to believe, according to this, Mahopac Road. I want to believe I go here. How may I end up here so? Times when in my life I'm like, how do I end up where I end up? You know, I didn't also do the Long Island Railroad track this morning because I videotaped the station before, Penn Station. You know, I mean, the Long Island Railroad trip would have been interesting just because of the density. I tell you, the density. Cute, eh? The incredible density in this metropolitan area. So for a good ways out, it's like the high rise, the intensity of traffic and people on the streets goes a good distance. I love it. See, this is alright. And as I'm getting older, wow, there's a mansion out here. As I'm getting older, I'm appreciating this calm and quiet. Because really and truly, where I live in the city, in Toronto, even though I'm in the city, it's calm and quiet. But I do appreciate this kind of pretty much, you know, where you could go to sleep and not hear a pin. Not to mention, what else am I saying there? Something I was going to say, but it's gone on my mind. So it's quiet and darkness. Oh yes, how dark it is, right? Because you don't have the same light diffusion when you're in the suburban areas, and you know, better yet, the country. But you know, I am a man of, I like to be in the city just because I know say that when we want it, because Lord, it's fabulous when you can go walk out tonight and it happen. When you walk out of your yard, there's a lot, God. You know, it could take you hours to get somewhere where you feel like people did it. Cute, I like these cute little yeah, simple homes. I'm respecting this. I may have an upon the trip we make, so I say, I'm gonna see if we make it. Cause I don't know how me diggle daggle. But look at this. You can walk in the middle of the street, cause no traffic there. And this is what I mean about calm and quiet. Oh, here, you know, this now house has probably been here for the year. I mean, you know, people, the weather is quite lovely. It's a cute little house. What did I say? I was saying that house was there from probably one of the oldest. I want to believe that. There's something about the way it's made that looks like it was here probably when it was probably the only house for miles around. But I may be wrong. It's like dead Christmas. Alright. This reminds me of being on the island in Toronto. All these houses remind me of those, where the houses are made. See, the reality is that you could live in New York City by living out here like my cousins. Most of my cousins live out in these kinds of areas. You know, but they have access. Even though I have to say, they don't really use it. One could argue that I don't really use my access in Toronto either. Because I think of the things that I'm going to list off thinking, don't we have those in Toronto? I don't go to them either. I know we live right in the middle of the city, which lots of people in New York live in the middle of the city and don't do. Because I was about to dream off, oh, there are plays and concerts and events and activities. But the reality is that we don't all go to those. Do I know where I go? Where am I now? Yeah, this is it. This is what I'm looking for. I want to hear success. Chautauqua Avenue. That is what I'm looking for. And I found it. Ontario. Oh, Ontario. These are all Canadian, good old Canadian names. Ontario Road and Chautauqua Avenue. Who'd I think? And then where am I going? St. John's Baptist Church. So I made it. Okay. Right place. I'm responsible to the US Postal Service. Alright, so how come I can't see it from here? So how far are they? I mean, this is a typical style. It's like the housing scheme house. And I guess people just built on top. But some of those look, but there's probably some individualism unless like that, right? Unless the way they built on top effectively disguised the original. Salt on the ground just in case. Wasco Road. Cute. Get heat. Wonder what that means. Getting on. I am not. So we're coming to Saranac and Chautauqua Road is where we had to come. Tomorrow, I'm gonna race him. Look pa where me de. Where me reach. See? Let's move on. Being called police to arrest me. It's cute that it has that. Bring the food, come buddy. And they drive Jakarta. This is cute. Because I'm insane. Chautauqua. Oh, the little ramp back there. Jacqueline could have come. Well, that's a cute tree. What about the greenery all the way up to the middle and then 3/4 ways, and then the rest of it is living flowers. Pine Lake Drive and Chautauqua Avenue. Alright, let's go. Alright. So that's it. I made it. All that walking and never got lost. So you can survive in Long Island. Alright. Later. I'm gonna go to church now. See if anybody does me know. Actually, this is a better sign off. Nice bright light.